Hello everyone, welcome to the start of another vlog. It is Sunday today, it's 18th of August I think, and I have been a bit overwhelmed by my TBR, so not my physical TBR but the TBR that I keep in Storygraph, which is over 70 books, and I personally like it to have around 20, just the amount that I can tackle in a couple of months, and this is going a little bit too much. And I actually checked, and the books that have been in my TBR the longest are books from the library, because in the last year and a half or so I have lost the habit of going to the library so much, and with life being busy just kind of fade away. So I've decided that in this vlog I'm just going to tackle some of those books. I have gone to the library and I have picked up 3 books that I wanted to read from there that have been in my TBR for a while, and these are the 3. So the first book that I have here is The Song of Seven by Tonke Dragt. This is a children's classical book from the Netherlands. I think it was published in 1967, and I think it's just a fantasy story. That I think it's about books as well, and I'm just really looking forward to this one. The next one I have is In Our Mad and Furious City by Guy Gunaratne. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, and if I'm correct, this is set in London, and it's about some children or like teenagers or something, new adults, that live in the slums, kind of in the flats in London, and there's riots going on, and kind of like the interaction between these guys and the rioters. It has huge font, and it's less than 300 pages, so I think this is also gonna be quite fast. And then the last one I have is Birnam by Eleanor. I did love The Luminaries by Eleanor, and I read it really fast. It was like, I don't know, 1,000 pages, and I read it in a week. So I'm hopeful that I'm gonna like this one too. I think it hasn't gotten as glowing reviews as The Luminaries, but I am interested, and I think this is like a climate fiction kind of book, which I am interested in. I don't think I have found one that I'm like head over heels in love with, apart from the overstory, but that's not clear, like the dystopian part of it. It's more like the activist part of now, and I don't know exactly which part this is focusing on, but I want to try it because I like Eleanor Catton. So yeah, this is my stack. I think I'm gonna start with this one. I have to finish the book that I am reading. I have like 40 pages left, so I might start this tonight or I might start this tomorrow. I think I also have a fairly busy week at work. Some of our students are trying to graduate, and they're not working as much as they should if they wanted to graduate, so we have to kick their ass a little bit, and yeah, things. There's also some people on holidays, and I have to take over some of their workload. So yeah, it's gonna be busy at work, and it might take me more than a week. I'm hoping that this is kind of like a week-ish amount of reading. It might take me a little bit longer. That will be fine as well. But yeah, those are my plans for reading for now. And I'll catch you up when I read something. Hello, it's Monday evening, it's 8:30. I just put Alex to bed and I'm exhausted. It was quite a day. I spent most of the day reading my student's thesis, who is supposed to graduate next week, but the thesis is not up to standards yet, so I had to make a lot of comments there in a rush, and I'm not sure if he's gonna graduate, but we'll hope. And then I came home, I picked up Alex, we had dinner, she had a bath, and I have just put her to bed. And I'm very tired. My husband is working still. He has been working a lot in the last few days, so I'm making his favorite food so that when he comes home he's like he has something to cheer him up, I guess. So it has been a day, and I'm so looking forward to sit down and reading this, because this is kind of exactly what I need. I have read the first chapter, which was 10 pages, this morning when I was having breakfast, and it's very sweet so far. It's about this teacher that kind of makes up stories for his students, and it seems that one of his stories is kind of going to come true, sort of. Um, so that's so far what I have read. As I said, 10 pages, so just started. But yeah, it's a children's book, so it reads pretty quickly. It also has some illustrations. Um, so yeah, I'm just in the mood to sit down and just have something cozy and nice for myself. I think I might also make myself a cup of tea and just read. That sounds lovely. So I'll update you when I know more about this. Hello. So it is Wednesday morning now. It's almost 7. I'm gonna wake up Alex in a minute. But I wanted to update you about the Song of Seven. I am about 130 pages in, which is not as far as I wanted to be right now. I was hoping to be around the 200 page mark. But it has been a busy few days. I have been mostly solo parenting for the last 4 days, and work has been busy, so it is what it is. And this is about a teacher that likes to tell stories to the children he teaches, and at some point he says something about a letter, and then he does receive that letter, and there is this whole very whimsical, very fantastical thing going on. They invite him to some place. He's very doubtful to go or not, because he doesn't know anything about these people, and they're just kind of kidnapping him at some points, and he's trying to figure out who everyone is. There is this 7 ways place, which has six ways instead of 7, and then he's also they want him to become part of the seven. I don't remember, 7 warriors, no, 7 something, which they are again 6 people. But yeah, basically they want him to become the tutor of this kid that was kind of taken away by his uncle when his parents died, because his uncle, there is this like parchment that guides you to a treasure, and the uncle wants a treasure, so he's trying to use the kid to find the treasure. And yeah, it's not supposed to be like very well treated, not horrible, but not very well treated. So these people want to save him, and their plot is to make this teacher to become the tutor of this kid, and then get infiltrated in a way. So that's as far as I am. There's a magician. There is some like weirdly whimsical things, but not super magical. I was also surprised because this like has very, again, very whimsical tone. So it kind of feels that it's like an alternative fantastical world. But then there's mentions of The Hague and London, so clearly they are in our world. Also, this is from the 60s, and some things are a little bit dated, some on a cute way, some in a okay way. So, for example, there was this moment when the main protagonist, the teacher, goes to the house of a lady that lives like quite like far away in an old house, and she has a telephone, and he's like, wow, I didn't expect a telephone to be in a place like this. And I'm like, okay. And but then there's also like, it's not necessarily problematic, but it's like very traditional values, I would say, like the way that men and women interact and stuff like that is like fairly traditional. But yeah, I mean, it's to be expected. It's not bothering me. It's not like offensive in any way so far. So I'm liking it. I will continue reading it. I don't know again how much I will read today because I am solo parent in the evening again, and we have a situation at work. Yeah, one of my students is struggling, and we might have to postpone his thesis, which is not great. And the decision is going to be made today, so there might be tears depending on what the decision is, and we have to deal with all that emotional baggage thing. So yeah, we will see how that goes. It's I'm not happy that this is happening because of course I want my students to have a good experience, but at the same time, like, if he's not, we cannot just pass him because we feel sorry for him, you know. So yeah, that is happening. We will see. We will see what happens today. I don't have a lot of hopes that it's gonna go well, but yeah, it is what it is. We have to do what we have to do. So we will see how it goes. And then, yeah, as I said, I'm solo parenting in the evening, so probably I will not read so much of this. I'm hoping to at least arrive to page 200 today. Hopefully a little bit further than that. I would like to finish it tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, so I'm not working tomorrow, although I have a lot of errands and cleaning and stuff to do. But yeah, it still gives me quite some more freedom to be able to finish this tomorrow. So yeah, let's hope that's how it goes. And I'll see you next time I have something to say. Hello, it's Thursday morning, and I read about 10 pages of this yesterday, if at most. It was a very busy day. After I updated you, I went to work, and indeed the situation with the student didn't go so well, so I had to work until like 12:30 yesterday to help with that. So I didn't read. But yeah, it is what it is. It happens, especially this time of the year. People think August is like a chill time, but for me it normally isn't because all the students are trying to graduate before the end of the academic year, so that they don't have to pay extra fees next year. So yeah, that is what it is. But yeah, I will definitely pick this up. Today is Thursday, so I don't work on Thursdays. I do have quite a few things to do, like cleaning around the house and run some errands in town. I need to take both my laptop and my phone to the Apple store because both of their batteries are acting up, so I might not have an electronic device after that. But I did find my old phone, which I thought it was dead, and it does still kind of work, so I think I'm gonna set this up in case I need it. I don't know if they give replacement phones or something, but if they don't, I will set this up so that I can use it while my phone is being repaired. If I remember correctly, the main issue with this one is that it was heating up a lot when I was trying to charge it, and sometimes it will just not turn on because like of the heat of the charging on and off. I think the connection with the battery was not working very well. So yeah, I will do that now, and I'll start cleaning and doing like organizing laundry and all that kind of fun stuff. And yeah, hopefully I can finish before Alex wakes up. And then I do have a short work meeting, and then we'll go to town. But after that, it's supposed to be more chill. So I'm hoping that I still can read something when she takes a nap. everyone. So it's Friday morning. I'm about to wake up Alex, but yes, yesterday it was fairly productive. I did a lot of cleaning and ran a lot of errands. I didn't know that you had to make an appointment to get your MacBook fixed, but now I know, and I made that appointment. And yeah, I did all of the things pretty much in the morning, which I was very impressed with. And I was planning to read in the afternoon when Alex took a nap, but I ended up also taking a nap, so I didn't read as much as I wanted. But I am now at page 246. So I would have liked to have this finished by now, but I mean, I have 100 pages left, so it's not too bad. And this is, yeah, it's not exactly what I expected. So we follow this teacher that is hired to teach this kid in this very mysterious house, and there is this conspiracy of 7 that comes to him to ask him for like being part of the conspiracy, because there is a treasure in that house, and the idea is that the kid is the right owner of it, but the uncle, which is the guy that lives with him, which is supposed to be very bad for him, also wants it. So he's trying to like force the kid to find it for him and stuff. Yeah, I find the pacing very weird. Like a lot of things have happened in the last 100 pages, but before that not so much happened. They were kind of explaining what this conspiracy was and these 7 ways was, and honestly it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like the conspiracy and all of that, it's very overcomplicated for absolutely no reason, and this teacher doesn't question anything at all that he's told. Like, yeah, he clearly sees that there are weird things happening and weird things that are not explained to him properly, and he just says like, okay, it doesn't matter, I'll just go with it, which I find very weird. So yeah, I'm not enjoying it as much as I wanted. I wanted this to be just like a cozy, whimsical kind of read, and I mean, parts of it is, but I cannot just like overlook all of these weird things that are happening. And because it is an older book, I mean, I'm expecting something to happen at the end, but I'm not expecting it to be very shocking, just because of the fact that it's an older book, and at this time I'm expecting that like characters tend to not be so morally gray or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I'm enjoying it enough, but it's not like as good as I was hoping it to be. But yeah, I will let you know when I finish it. As I said, I have 100 pages left. I don't know if I will be able to read all of that today or Friday, because I am solo parenting tonight again, it seems, and work is going to be crazy busy. So we'll see. But yeah, at least the weekend is coming. I would have liked to read something more than just this book throughout this week, but it is what it is, and I'll see you later. Hello, so it is Saturday afternoon now. Alex just went down for her nap, and I just wanted to update you because yesterday I did finish the Song of Seven. I was almost falling asleep. And yeah, I mean, the result was kind of obvious, I would say, but it's a children's book, so what else did I expect? But yeah, overall I did like this, but I thought it was like the pacing was very weird. And I know it's a fantasy book, but still, like, some of the things that happened were very unbelievable. Like, someone kidnapped the main character, the teacher, and then they told him, no, you have to get this job and save this kid. And he was like, yeah, sure. that makes perfect sense. Yeah, that kind of thing. I was a bit like, yeah, there are too many things. Like the plot tries to be complicated, but then doesn't give enough space and enough pages to the things that need to be developed. So I was a bit underwhelmed by this. I still enjoyed it, but I was a bit underwhelmed. And then this morning I started this one, in our Mad and Furious City by Guy Gunaratne. This I So I started this one basically because the other one is Birnam, which is a lot longer, and I just want to feel accomplished. So I picked this up, hoping that maybe, because it's less than 300 pages, I might be almost done with it by the end of the weekend. We'll see. I've only read like 5 pages, and it's very, very lyrical. It's very well written, like super poetic, but in a good way. And it's about these kids growing up in the bad side of London, as far as I understand. So yeah, that's all I know for now. But I will continue reading this. I'm making some food now, and there is also the Formula One today, which I probably will watch, and by then probably Alex will be out. But I will probably read in between those things. Um, so yeah, that is the plan. It's Sunday afternoon. It's almost 5 actually, and I just wanted to update you. Yesterday night I was reading this I got about 90 pages in, and then the night was rough. Alex woke up a few times. I think she's having nightmares. I don't know. But yeah, that was rough. So this morning we took it very slow, and we're just chilling at home. And then she went to bed, and she's having a really long nap because she was tired. I was also tired, but I had some chores to do, so I did some cooking and some cleaning and some washing and all of that. And then I just sat with the F1 in the background and read some more of this. I am now on page 150. And this is good. It's reminding me to Who They Was a little bit. I think that the themes are similar. Kind of lower class areas in London, and like the harsh conditions and stuff. This focuses a lot more on racism because the main characters are not white, but it follows quite a few characters. I think like 3 or 4 POVs, and they are very short chapters of each person, and it just shows you little bits of it, and there is a background of violence, but it's not like in the forefront, all this racist violence that is happening. So it also focuses a lot in the like daily lives of these people in kind of not the slums, but the like government flats for people that cannot afford flats kind of place. And yeah, I mean, I think it's well written. I think the author writes very well, but I think the stories are a little bit too normal for me. Like there is nothing really happening, and there's too many characters for my liking as well. And I cannot help but compare to Who They Was. And maybe it's because I read that in audio, and the audio of that is amazing. But that feels a lot more punchy. I mean, it is a lot more things happen, and there is a lot of crime, and it's a lot more personal. And this one is a little bit of like how the community is, rather than how this particular person experienced it. And I'm just finding it a little bit less impactful for me. So yeah, not to say it's a bad book. It's just not. Who They Was a 5-star for me, and this is not that, but it's not bad. I'm glad I'm reading it. I'm hoping I will get to the end of the part 2 today, which is page 220, so this much. I hope I can read this tonight, which means I will only have like 60 pages left for tomorrow, which, even though tomorrow is Monday, seems doable, so we'll see how I go with that. I think I've heard Alex being awake, but she's playing in her room, so I'm just going to accept that and keep reading. Yeah, I'm really tired. We had a chill weekend, so that's not too bad. We had to do some stuff yesterday and today, like chores and stuff, but it was quite chill. But we had like a really busy month the last month, and now she's not sleeping great as well, so I'm not used to waking up a couple of times in the middle of the night anymore. And yeah, I'm tired. And work is not going to get any easier like next week, but we're just gonna push through and enjoy the books we're reading. Hello everyone, it's 10 p.m. Monday, and I just finished In Our Mud and Furious City by Guy Gunaratne, and this was okay for me. So this follows several people living in the flats in London, and at the beginning we kind of see their everyday lives, and towards the end we start seeing riots, and the very end there is a mosque that is caught on fire basically by rioters, and yeah, that's kind of what it follows. And I thought it was okay. The writing was very beautiful, and I think it builds the story in a similar way as There by Tommy Orange, in the sense that there is a lot of characters. They don't seem connected at the beginning, and then kind of meet within this very traumatic event at the end. And I don't like books that follow too many characters. I cannot really get into them. I cannot really get invested into them. I mean, the overstory is a different thing, but in general I don't like that, and I don't think this had the space to give to all the characters. But I get what it was doing, and I think the writing is beautiful, and I enjoyed it overall, kind of, but I don't think it's gonna stay with me. So this one was okay. And as I said, it's 10 p.m. So I'm not gonna start my next book until tomorrow. Work has been very busy. It's gonna be very busy the whole week. But that's just what it is. I have also been here and there reading Dragt by Guy Beaton. It is a graphic novel about, it's like a graphic memoir about Guy Beaton, who was a art philosophy graduate, and to pay back her student loan, she decides to go to the oil sands in Canada, in Alberta, I think, and work there for a few years until she's able to pay back her loans, and then she can start the career she actually wants to do. And it's really powerful so far. The things that she has to do, the things that she has to go through, and some of the art is like really like understated, no words, just feeling, and you can really feel the feels. So I'm really enjoying this. I haven't written it in between books because this is for my book club, which is on Thursday, and I have like 100 pages left or so I think I might finish it tomorrow. And again, it's a graphic novel, so it doesn't take too long, but sometimes I have to take breaks because some traumatic things happen. And it's just sad how all these student loan things work in America. But yeah, I am enjoying this. It's also like the book itself, it's absolutely beautiful, like end pages and like the cover is really beautiful. But yeah, I think that one is the one that I'm enjoying the most so far. But yeah, I will pick up Birnam tomorrow, and I have high hopes for that. I have loved Eleanor and the topic sounds right up my alley. So I have high hopes. We will see if those come true. Hello, it is Thursday morning. Alex is going to wake up any moment now, but I have been working a little bit because work is crazy, and even though it's Thursday and I normally don't work on Thursday, I think I will have to work today when Alex is napping and maybe in the evening. So I haven't read a lot of Birnam. I am 120 pages in, so this one. And so far, so we are following this woman that belongs to a cooperative that basically takes like abandoned piece of land and they make gardens out of them. And so she goes to this farm that she thinks is abandoned, and she finds this guy with a plane that says that the owner of the place has let him use the farm for flying and stuff. And he finds out about the cooperative, and he's a rich guy, so he wants to give like a lot of money to them. And at the point that I am, they are debating if to take the money or not. And I am liking all the conversations about the cooperative. I have been in activist groups before, and the dynamics are very, very similar. And it's kind of cool to see in a book. I don't like the guy, and I'm not sure. I know that he's going to move the plot forwards, and he has ulterior motives and stuff like that. And I'm not sure I'm liking that part. But yeah, we will see how that goes. The other thing I'm not super keen on is the fact that this does not have chapters. So this is part 1. I just finished part 1, and then part 2 and part 3. And apart from that, the only division we have is kind of like bigger spaces and paragraphs, and that irks me because it's like, am I supposed to just sit down and read 200 pages? Like, surely you could have made some more divisions on that. So that's it's a very small thing, but it's a pet peeve of mine that I don't like when books don't have like chapters or like divisions that are a reasonable length. Like, it's fine to have 30-40 pages of a chapter, but not 200 pages. So yeah, that is a bit of a problem for me. But other than that, I am so far interested, but I am a bit worried of where this is going to go. That's how I'm feeling right now. As I said, it's Thursday. When Alex wakes up, we're going to go swimming, and then come back, have lunch, and then she naps. And normally I would be able to read a little bit more when she naps, but I have to do stuff today. There's so much to do. All the students graduating, all the grant proposals, deadlines, all the experiments that I have to do is just too much. So I'll have to work, but I hope I can still read a little bit tonight. I was hoping to read like one part a day, but this is gonna be too much for today. I think if I even go like, I don't know, to page 200 or something, that would be great. I hope to finish this by Saturday, because then it's the end of the month and I can wrap it up in the month wrap-up thing. Not super important, but I'm hoping that that's the case. Also, September is so short to September, so this is definitely not short. But yeah, that's it for now. Hello, so it is Saturday afternoon. I put Alex for a nap about an hour ago, and I've just been cleaning a little bit and stuff, but I thought I will update you with this. I have been reading more than I expected in the last 2 days. I'm in page 275, and I just have like the last part to go. But today is Saturday, it's the last day of the month. I wanted to finish this month in August, but I think it's not gonna happen, because I have like 150 pages left. But we will see how long, how far I can go. I'm gonna just sit now and read for a bit, and then in the afternoon we have to go to town to run some errands. And after that, it's pretty much free. There's Formula 1 today, but I think I'll watch it at night. And my husband has plans for the night, so this is gonna be my plan and see how much I can read of it, and hopefully finish it, and if not, finish it tomorrow. So yeah, I'm liking it so far, but yeah, some of the dynamics are a bit weird, a bit predictable. I like the luminaries better, but this is okay. It's fine. I'm enjoying it. So it is the 1st of September, and I'm here to say that I finished Birnam last night. I was reading until like 12, but I did finish it as I wanted. And this is interesting. So it is, as also the Luminaries was, it's kind of a murder mystery kind of situation that builds up more and more complexity as it goes on, and it follows this collective that plants gardens in abandoned land that belongs to someone else, and so they decide to go for this farm that is near a natural park in New Zealand. And the farm has not been used in a long time, and it belongs to this lord that has many properties, so they don't think he's going to use that property on a regular basis, so they can take care of it. And it was on sale for a while, so they think, well, if it was on sale, he probably doesn't really care about it that much. So they go there, and then suddenly they see this other man flying a plane there. And this man says that he is in the process, he's a billionaire, and he's in the process of buying that land to make like a refuge for the end of the world kind of thing, like a bunker. But that is not true. There's a lot more to that than that. And there's a lot of relationships with the man that he was going to buy the place from. And he also strikes a pact with Birnam Wood, which is a collective, and then it all gets complicated because there is like ulterior motives and all of that stuff. The mystery part of it was good. Like I was, as I said, I was reading until 12 last night to finish this because I wanted to know what happened. But I would say that the characters are often a bit two-dimensional for me, especially like the people outside Birnam Wood. I like the dynamics of the collective group. I think they are quite realistic. I have been in similar activist groups myself, and I could recognize those dynamics, but the characters themselves were a little bit two-dimensional for me. And the ending is very dramatic, and I'm not sure I liked it. It was also very crushing, I would say. So yeah, I'm not sure I liked the ending, but I appreciate that was maybe a more realistic look of things. And yeah, the characters were very two-dimensional and very sometimes it felt like a bit like a caricature, so that was my main criticism of the book. But overall I enjoyed it. I don't think it's her best, but I enjoyed it. So yeah, that concludes also this vlog. I have read the 3 books from the library that I wanted. I think I have enjoyed them all to some level, so I would say that's successful. Let me know if you have read any of them, if you have any opinions on them. Let's chat in the comments, and until next video, bye!